Pacioretty carries it into the Penguin zone against Bortuzzo. Max Pacioretty centering. Gallagher had it on a stick for a moment. Now it's Alex Galchenyuk back to the point. And a shot by Subban. Rebound, they score. Drilled into the net.
That should have been goaltender interference on Gallagher. He ran right into Marc-Andre Fleury.
Pacioretty gets the goal.
Yep, Pacioretty gets the goal. We talked about him in the open. And he just keeps on going. But you got to take a look at this Gallagher. He is a pain in your side and can be. He goes right to the front of the net. I don't know if he was pushed or not. He ran right into Marc-Andre Fleury. There he is. Knocked him right out of the way. And Fleury argues right away. There's the bump. Shoulder to shoulder. Knocked him right out of his positioning. And Pacioretty's able to put it into that open side of that net. And that is a missed call right off his position.
So now the Penguins have to be the first team to hand the Canadiens a loss when they score the first goal. Here's Subban firing, and a save made by Fleury, and he threw a little chop of the stick into the legs of Dale Weiss as he went in front of the net. So
position to get his stick right on that goal post.
Boy, Malkin picked that puck up with speed, didn't he? Now he sent it back off the stick. It comes right to Spalling. Spalling back to the point. Dupré with a shot, and Carey Price absorbs that and hangs on. Dupré looks up, finds Bennett. It's a good gap there. That was a tough pass for Bennett to take, and now Desharnais shoots it. He scores. Well, a turnover in the neutral zone. Bo Bennett kind of put Dupré in a tough spot there at center ice, and they come down and score off the stick of Fleury to make it 2-0.
Just too much room there for the Montreal Canadiens to get that shot away. And you see the Penguins, the gap is a little bit wide. They caught flat-footed a little bit as they're backing in. And it may have just grazed the stick of Scuderi. Really tough to tell there, but certainly the vision of Marc-Andre Fleury was impeded as it went in that 6-hole. Simon Dupré.
So it was Dupré who made the pass to Bennett. I want to make sure we get that straight. Dupré making the pass, and then Bennett was checked right away and turned it over. There's a shot by Ehrhoff, deflected in on goal, and the save made by Carey Price.
Well, we talked last.
Get it to the net, and the Penguins intercept. And the center ice comes David Perron. Crosby follows on to pick up the puck. Looks for Perron. The shot. He scores! Welcome to Pittsburgh, David Perron.
Yeah, I love the finish, but I love this play right here. Perron knocks Plekanec out of the way so Crosby can make a play on the puck. Then he opens up. And Crosby makes the play. Look at right here. Perron makes that play off Plekanec, gets himself open, and Sidney Crosby loves that right-handed shooter. Perron loves to get into those areas, the soft areas they call it.
Tried it free. Bennett sends it up the wall for Kunitz. Kunitz threw it right into the middle, unfortunately over the stick of Angreghetto, and now racing to it is Letang. Is Sutter to the goal. Price makes the save on Brandon Sutter. Well, Letang identified that Sutter was going to the net very quickly there. Created a good scoring opportunity.
I can't believe
zone. 30 seconds to go on the Steve Downey penalty. This is Galchenyuk into the Penguin zone. Soft shot to the net, steered away by Fleury into the netting, and a face-off coming up.
Well, Subban, he just stick up.
Send it back down the wall. And another battle on the boards. Steve Downey couldn't win that one, and the Canadiens just toss it ahead where it's picked up by Desharnais to Plekanec, and a glove save by Fleury, and the whistle blows. Yeah, I don't know why it blew. It was a glove save, but he didn't. Lets it go. No, a shot pass for Letang. Price scrambled over to stop Letang as he finally was able to pull the trigger. Now Downey and Gilbert step on the ice. Downey finds himself in a tough spot. Gilbert to the goal. He scores. Tom Gilbert out of the penalty box makes it 3-1 Montreal.
After a great save by Carey Price on Letang at the other end, the Penguins were tossing it around. 4-on-4. Crosby throws everybody, threw it down to the goal line for Letang. And Price was able to get over and make a stick save, I believe, on that tough angle shot. Oh, yeah, the back of the blocker. Really good stuff. And then Subban using the wall for the pass to Pacioretty. Empty space there to Gilbert, who comes out of that penalty box and puts it short side on Marc-Andre Fleury.
What was down? Now Gallagher backhands it ahead. Whacking it off the wall is Ehrhoff. He's been out here for an extended shift. He and Letang have been on the ice for a while now. Crosby with the puck. Looks for Perron, and he steered it to the net, and the save made by Price. And he and Ehrhoff turn and go to the bench as Crosby sends it up the wall. Falling just off the bench. Backhands it in deep for Downey. Downey in front now for Spaulding. For Crosby, right on the doorstep. Price makes the save. Sid is pushed backwards and onto the ice after he tried to reach for that loose play opportunity here. Letang moves it up the wall for Spaulding. He can't get it out. And the Canadians look to set it up with a man advantage. Pacioretty down to the goal line for Galchenyuk. He stripped to the puck by Letang in a quick shot. Save made by Fleury, and he stopped. Galchenyuk on a rebound try from the right side of Fleury.
First one was on Mark
Wall right at the blue line. Pacioretty and Ehrhoff. Puck is just inside the Penguin line, and Gallagher comes up with it, emerges with it. Gallagher trying to come to the net for the backhand. Fleury makes the save. Markov chopped at it, and Fleury somehow kept it out of the goal.
I don't know how he stopped the second one.
But see,
now you know why they're 25-11-2. It's not smoke and mirrors. It's hard work. It's effort. It's clogging up the neutral zone and all facets of their game working right now.
Bournival slap shot. Fleury the save. Or the Penguins were able to just get it out. About all they could accomplish on that sequence. And now Bournival right back into the Penguin zone off the glove of Fleury. Cleared by Ehrhoff, but he didn't get it out. Andrighetto back to the net. Fleury makes a stick save there. Penguins having a tough time in their own zone here against the Canadians all of a sudden. Sends the puck down into the corner for Spaulding. In behind the net now for Bennett and around for Sutter. To the right point, David Perron playing the point right now for the Penguins on the second unit. Right-hand shooter. Roe Bennett to the net and a save made by Price. Sutter pounces on the rebound. Brings it down low for Sutter. Back to David Perron. Perron for Sutter. Sutter looks for Beau Bennett. Bennett's got it. Penalty's over. Across for Perron. The shot off of Price. Sutter looks for the rebound. Bennett as well. Bennett there. Canadians back to full. Their passes. The puck's just bouncing off sticks and going right behind the intended receivers. Just not sharp right now in terms of their passing game. And that could be partly credited to the Canadians. We get a shot on goal here from Gilbert, and Fleury makes the save. Letang to Crosby. To Perron. To Ehrhoff. Ehrhoff banks it up into the Montreal zone. Gilbert is hit hard by Downey. We haven't really seen a lot of hits. Hannes works the boards. Andrighetto right on the goal line now. Steps in front of Marc-Andre Fleury as they go to the point. And Beaulieu. Here's Plekanec shooting, and the save made by Fleury, and he controls the rebound. And then Adams gives a little shot tone for the Canadians in this game. Lars Eller wins the draw for Bournival. That was a team win there. And now here's Subban with a blast, and Fleury calmly looks it right into the glove.
Yeah, look calm, but Eller moved his stick in the path of that Subban shot.
Going to go to the bench. Canadians leading by two goals, and Michael Therrien has had a history of really clamping down on teams. But here's a chance now. Shot off the goalpost by Brian Rust. He had Carey Price beaten, but he just rang it off the post.
Well, Malkin brings his unit on the ice here, and Brian Rust has played some good hockey here over the last several periods. He looks dangerous every time he's on the ice. Seems like he's a guy that can finish opportunities here and really making a name for himself. Doesn't mind carrying the puck, and he seems very comfortable playing with Malkin.
You don't see him get knocked down very often. And here's Bournival with it now to the right wing. Shot by Prust rather, and he is stopped by Marc-Andre Fleury. Rust and Prust. And he'll just dump it to the corner. Letang gets in after it, sends it back in behind the net for Ehrhoff. He tried to shuffle it in front of Crosby, stolen away and centered, but it's going to be picked up down. Ehrhoff ran into his own man, Steve Downey, and the Canadians have the puck again. That was a weird collision there that could.
Well, they've been aggressive, take away the time of every player who's carrying the puck. They just seem to be white jerseys everywhere.
Galchenyuk to the goal. Backhander. Fleury came out to meet him. It was Weiss who came to the net. Dale Weiss. And you just know that if the Penguins get the next goal, it will change the whole complexion of this hockey game. Here's Perron with it. Dropping it back to Letang. In the slot, the shot, and it's kicked away by Carey Price. And Letang's pass for Ehrhoff not there. He's got to go back to get it. Over to the far side, Sekach. Turns out of a check of Adams. Bournival gets in there and got a stick on it. Centering pass comes all the way through to Yemelin. Yemelin fires, he scores. Alexei Yemelin with way too much time scores his first goal of the season, and he rifled it in behind Marc-Andre Fleury to make it 4-1.
Yeah, looked like it went right off that glove side post for Yemelin, and he was able to measure up his shot. It was a great pass from Lars Eller with a head up through traffic, and then through all this screened area. Marc-Andre Fleury unable to track that down as the shot rings off that goal post and in behind him on the glove side. A lot of traffic. And the Penguins, when you do that, you better block the shot. Downey tried. Bortuzzo. Well, they played a perfect game. It was disciplined in all areas. They took 2 penalties. They tightly checked. Their changes were absolutely perfect. And they were able to match up when they needed to. And they bailed out Price at the end by